Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
I can't lose, really rest or up there. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Pepper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. At first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal.
Blow your mind.
Ooh, why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday.
All right, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine.
Rick Rock. Tick-tock. West hip-hop. Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's a short kick taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Ready? Black 22. 59. Here we go,
On 3rd down, Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the 1st.
So the goal is at least a 1st down here, right? Pick up a 1st down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 18. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
20.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Banks. Touchdown, Carolina. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Back to the ground, this time to Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down and 4, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Tackle made by Justin Evans.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Gets around him. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 10 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A first down throw for Winston. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Well, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Newton now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Again, Newton. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Newton throwing again. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Jameis to throw it. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Off play action, Newton. Throw left side, complete. That's Banks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Now Newton on first down. Now he'll let it go deep, right? That's caught at the 25. A gain of 32 that time. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now it's Newton. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it'll be second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Throwing again is Newton. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big run there by Jones. 47 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They come up in an offset eye. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first down.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they... He's got a man, complete! And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Scarlett, and little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. From the red zone now, Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Hey, come on, come on. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Javon Hargrave in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey, watch it. Follow. Hey, even. Check 24.
Winston now. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. It's going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard real?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a dump off here complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again with Winston. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. They'll run now with Brown. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game, and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway?
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Winston. And he'll get in As they're back within a score now, the lead's down to 7. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Newton. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Pass complete. Newton fighting his tight end, Thomas. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and 2, Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give him some space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home. and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Carolina, it's a very important win as they move to